What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again today, and let me just adjust the camera real quick. That was a bit weird. But you may realize I'm wearing something you may not recognize. I have an excuse for getting a Rangers jersey. I know I'm not a big Rangers fan. I honestly, one of my least favorite teams, more recently because they got Kane, though I like them better. You're probably thinking it's Patrick Kane on the back, but if you saw my number right here, you might not. We're going to be talking about former Blackhawks today, or a former Blackhawk in particular. So you know what I got? I got a former Blackhawks jersey on. You got Artemi Panarin in the Rangers, the number 10. I can barely move back any closer than that. But I got this when I received my... Actually, I'm not sure if I've showed that on camera yet. I'll be back in one moment. I have also got... When I got with this, I got the white Seattle jersey. So now I have all three Seattle jerseys. So... expect once the Winter Classic happens and I get the Vegas and Seattle jerseys, I'm going to do a collection video for each to get all of them. I got someone that has the same first name as me. I got Brandon Tanev, so I got the white Seattle one. It's in Adidas. I decided how I did it. I got the Vegas gray one when it came out in Adidas, and I got the white one in Fanatics. I switched it up for Seattle. I got the navy one in Fanatics, and I got the white one in Adidas because I just wanted to get a feel of both because it's cool like that. So I'll be back in just a moment once I put this back. But yes, as you can see, here's the full Rangers garb. I got this actually for a pretty good deal. The person offered it to me, and so I got this for less than $50. So I'm pretty proud of that. It's an official Adidas. It's an Adidas Rangers jersey. Got Panarin on it. Seller, I guess, just wanted to get rid of it and didn't care about the price, so that's why I got a Panarin jersey. Anyway, on to the video. You may realize we're not doing a career video today, and because I want to talk about something special, something that I'm not sure if I've ever seen anyone talk about on YouTube, because A, this happened before YouTube ever happened, and B, it's not really a common story because the Blackhawks were very bad at the time. This was a story told to me by my dad, and after some research, I can confirm it was true. He told it to me when I was younger because it happened when we were living at our old house, which it was over a decade ago. And it happened on Wednesday, November 28th, 2007, so the Blackhawks used to have a practice arena in near my old home in Bensonville, Illinois. I believe it was Edgeport, somewhere near that. It was close to Bensonville. And I used to live in Bensonville. I no longer do, but that's why I'm name-dropping it. But the Blackhawks had a practice arena there, and so, or near there. And the Blackhawks at this time, pretty bad. So, 2007, they just drafted Kane, Taves, and this is Taves and Kane's first season. And they had a guy on their team named Tumo Ruutu. And this is a period where if you want two guys on the street, if Taves and Kane were going to be stars and everyone knew it, but some random guy on the street who followed sports decently, you probably wouldn't recognize a Blackhawks player if you saw him in broad daylight. Now, if you're talking about when I grew up, when I saw the Stanley Cup winning teams, if Taves, Kane, Hossa, Sharp, Keith, Seabrook, Crawford, any of them go out in broad daylight, they're getting mobbed. I've seen it happen. Not live, of course, but I've seen videos of it happening. I never met any of them personally. I met Andrew Shaw personally, which was cool. That's not the point. So, Tumo Ruutu. If you were a Blackhawks fan, big Blackhawks fan at this time, you might remember the story. Tumo Ruutu was arrested and detained as a suspect in a robbery attempt in my hometown. Bizarre story. This is essentially a story time video. I just want to probably make this one bizarre story that I want to tell because I'm not sure if many people knew about it. So Tumo Ruutu, he's arrested and detained as a suspect in a robbery attempt in my hometown, as I said, because he matched the exact description of a black. He had a black Blackhawks training shirt, pants, and hat, and he had the black pants, the black hat, and he was later identified as not the suspect. Of course, Tumo Ruutu did not need to rob a bank; he was making NHL money, and he would eventually be traded 1-for-1 for Andrew Ladd, but that's not important to the story. But it goes to show at this time how bad the Blackhawks were. Not many people were paying attention to him, and not many people knew who the Blackhawks actually were because there weren't very many notable names at this time. Taves and Kane are still young. They're not really fully... This is their rookie year. That's a month and a half into their rookie year. And Ruutu described the event, including the police car ride, as a fun incident, which I thought was funny. And he said it was just a simple case of being in the wrong spot, wrong time, and no hard feelings. And after Ruutu gave authorities his name, one officer asked for an autograph prior to his release, as it was one of his son's favorite players at the time. which, give credit to Ruutu, he was one of the better Blackhawks at the time. Didn't stick around too much longer in the NHL after that. But yeah, he's just going for a jog. This is what the kind of the story goes. He was going for a jog, and not very far from where I lived at the time. And the police pick him up as a suspect, and he ends up being arrested and stuff like that. Obviously, he's released as innocent, had nothing to do with it. But it's just a little funny story that my dad, I remember telling me at a young, not a young age, but around the age of 10 by the time we moved out of Bensonville. And I did not even know the Blackhawks had a practice rink in where I used to live, so that was a cool thing that happened to me. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this little story time here. Just a short video today. I'll probably go back to career videos soon. Maybe I'll do a video on Tumo Ruutu because of this. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. And remember, Tumo Ruutu was innocent.